Okay.
Hi, Tari.
How are you doing?
Fine. How
Good,
are
good.
you?
Oh, this side is so freezing. We are in a negative. I'm good. We are
Yeah,
just
I
freezing.
sent
It's very cold. We are
I
in a
sent somebody
negative. So
over
yeah.
to you. I sent the great British weather over to you. Ah, so internet aunties.
I know we don't want it. Stay with
Yeah,
your weather day. Okay, yes, yes.
internet
What's happening in the
aunties are so
streets?
proud of Miss Little Blue Ivy. Oh my gosh, Tari. Aywa, sister is dancing.
Wow. That
Aha,
one we couldn't just that here. Look at us.
that's a
We
thing of
focus on the
you know what?
negatives.
I think the negative comments really helped her improve because right now she is while she's earning her coins. She is showing that she's working really hard and she's really improved. And our Mama Bear is doing really well. Yeah, Beyonce is doing really well in that.
Wow. 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 So we can say practice makes perfect. At
Try,
first, if you don't succeed, keep on trying again. I think it's also a lesson for us. Like we need to keep on practicing, practicing
Aiwa,
until touch
achibata
about.
kuti zviri kuita. No, she's really done so well. And I
Mm.
can't help but think Gucci after time is Chimuti Takatarisa, like she's now the next Beyonce, just like that.
Mm. They're
Yeah,
busy
so
doing succession planning there.
succession planning. And from my understanding, uh, I wouldn't know, but I've known Beyonce for a very, very long time. I don't think I
Yes,
heard
yes.
a time where
She
she
started
went to
well back.
university. Yeah, I don't remember a time where she went to university to study a degree. So we can't say she's a lawyer by background as a backup plan, or she's teacher by background as a backup plan. Dancing, singing, acting, and the whole music industry. That's pretty much her pivot and her backup plan. So it's
Like that's more like a family business, even with the
the
husband as though
husband,
they are
the same
all
field
in the
as
same
well.
fields.
And
So
now
it's a
they're
family business,
bringing
yeah.
their child into the same field. So there is this family business. Oof, Tari.
Talking of generational wealth, like yeah, they're planning the generational wealth. They're like, you're also going to inherit from us. But let's say in our scenarios, like in our African context, like with me, my about that. He
Mhm.
started his company in 1980. And he always wanted us to come and go and work with him. But with me, I said no. I think all my siblings, except for my older sister, is the one who is working with him. So if a child doesn't want to inherit the family business, how does it end? Like, how does it
Well,
work?
at least all of you are entrepreneurs anyway. In as much as you ran away from
Mm,
dad's business, all of you are entrepreneurs. Is that not it?
mm.
So,
Yeah,
so you
that's it.
think
Yeah.
you ran away, but you didn't. You are in the family business.
Just run it on my
You're
own
running it
way.
your own way, but you're still in the same family business. But what if our children don't want to continue with the legacy? They don't want, they don't want to be financial literacy advocates. They just have other plans, other dreams. They don't want to be in the healthcare field. They don't want to be in the finance field. And not just that, most importantly, what are we building that is legacy worth at the moment? What is it that they can take over, so to speak?
With me, I can say like our books, my lady,
Uh-huh.
marketing we are doing. We are building legacies here. We are building history. So with me, what I just feel like what we need to do, like the way Beyonce is grooming a child, I think we need to make it like we don't really need to force them. We need to ask them like if they would want to be part of it, and in us asking them, we show them like, okay, why is it part of this and all that? Because with me, I think my siblings, we didn't want to work with me. Like he used to wake us up at 4 a.m. Like when
Mm. No.
zvokumanikidzwa zvishande. So at least let's get the buy-in, like what Beyonce is doing with with the daughter here. Like I think she got a buy-in from her, and then she was like, you know what, let's try the dancing. And that year when she was not doing well after the comments, I think maybe she was so depressed. Then she was like, no, it's fine, we can get you a choreographer and we train you to dance. And now she's now doing so good.
Oh, she's doing very
So
well.
I
Yeah.
think we need to get the buy-in, not to force, because the moment we want to force, it's disaster.
Okay, so maybe out of everything that we do, show them. Maybe they will want to be a teacher. Maybe they will want to be an author. Maybe they will want to be a public speaker. There's so many things that we do. Maybe they will just want to be in
Mm.
IT and design courses, and instead of being not necessarily being a mental health, financial literacy advocate or a mental health practitioner, but be
Yeah.
involved in some way. So I think there is also that as parents we have to allow them to be and not force them.
What they want to be,
But it's
yes.
hard because in our
Mm.
heads we're thinking, oh, legacy, oh, grow things together.
Generational wealth.
Generational.
Like I started this business, now they also need to be part of it. But yeah.
And also the other thing is, going back to Miss Blue Ivy, I've noticed her dressing. It's not
Mm.
because yeah,
Wow. Mm.
all the dancers that are there are sexualized. They'll be dressed in appealing outfits. she is dressed,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
she's
Mm.
dressed modestly. And on some songs, when it's time to shake, she walks off the stage. So there's also that family values that we can see that are being instilled. Like she's protecting her child from being sexualized
Mm.
because that's what the people of the internet do. So it's an important aspect as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So with that one, I think we can actually applaud Beyonce, because sometimes now with the social media and all that, we would want to do like what makes you trending, but with now with age, she's like, no, we preserve the values. You are still a child, so you need to remain as a child. And I love that the part that she's actually protecting it. So I think as parents, that's what we also need to do. Like if you know, like okay, this line of business, some of these things they end up like attracting predators in the space and all that, and she's actually preserving it for that. And I think it also helps also even her Blue Ivy on her own sense as well, just understand that okay, I shouldn't be doing what others are doing just for the sake of like so that I can get more likes and all that. I can still be just be me and still get the likes. So I love that part. I
And
really love that part.
also, so coming back to Beyonce and the husband, right? So we were
Mm.
we are seeing Blue Ivy. She is the dancer. She's taking that very public spotlight or a role in the spotlight, right? So um,
Mm.
Jay-Z does have a company called Tidal, right? It's a streaming service. Mm.
Mm.
And he then has Rock
Okay, yeah.
Nation, and this one is an entertainment management thing like that. They manage entertainers, they host events and things like that. And then he has a champagne, right? And then he's
Okay.
it's another alcohol thing. And then he's got a real estate, and then he's got a rocket lab. What that Rockefeller record label, and then I think if you remember, the Rockefeller back in the day, Rockaway, the
Mm.
clothes and things like that, and
With the
so
mm.
many things that he is involved in. So at times the children might not then pick Blue Ivy's path. They might pick maybe the alcohol side of things. He might want to be a
Oh yes.
manufacturer and he wants to make whiskey or whatever. He might want to be music manager and manage artists instead. He might want to, so I
Yes.
think as well as we grow in business or as we grow in finance, diversification is really good. So much that it
Yes, it's
won't just
needed.
be Trugumutan 4 a.m. come what may. There are other things that um you can
That is pay into,
diversify
yes.
into other
Mm.
things that you can show your interest in. And out of all these businesses, if one of the children wants to be an accountant, there are companies to be accounting for, So it won't. So it will still
Mm.
be a family legacy. It will still be um, your children taking part in things that you value, but not in that traditional sense, so to speak.
in the same space. Yes. So I think that's also like kind of a homework for us. Like, hey, we need to look at areas we can diversify in this business. What other angles can we go into to get that money? Like, what other money channels can we just like branch into so that at least we give more
We have
options for our kids? Like, we need to
we
give
have
them more options.
more options. Yeah, definitely have.
We need to, so they need to pick like, I don't like this financial literacy advocating, but I think I can do this side of the business. So I think, yeah, it's a homework for us. Like, we need to like really think deep, like what are the opportunities which are out there, which can actually bring us money, and we can actually build a legacy from it. So that now we are doing it for our kids, so that
I
they can
was
have
looking at it
options.
yesterday, actually, Tari. If you look at, you have Let's Talk Finances with Tari. I have Personal Financial Fitness. Together, we have Let's Talk Finances with Tari and Claire. We've got Edukin Fitness. We've got Findit
Mm,
Besties. So we're not so far off. We didn't know, but now we know exactly what we're doing. We're thinking, okay, fine, we can actually build an educational system around what we are doing and offer a lot of different things
yes,
so that we diversify in that way as well. We are offering courses on one end, we're
yes,
offering advocacy on one end, we're offering seminars on one end, we're offering workshops on one end, and books
and
on one
yes.
end, and things like that. So, what is good?
I think we are there. We are there. Now we just need to put proper planning systems
Proper
and
planning,
see how
yes.
we can like or we can start like seeing if these kids can have a buy-in in any other branch they want to branch into. But yeah, we
It seems we have lost Tari there. But yeah, I think we've just come to the end of our session today. Thank you everyone for joining us. We'll see you again next time. Bye.